Hello folks, and welcome here to Divine Fine Motors, and thank you so very much for taking the time to look at this absolutely amazing BMW. This is the X3, folks. It's the X-Drive, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. It has the premium package, the technology package. It is a one elderly Florida-owned vehicle bought right here in BMW of Ocala. Ocala is right in the center of the state of Florida. And folks, I got to talk to this super nice elderly gentleman on the phone today. And he said, Jack, I don't know why in the world I traded that in. He said, it's like brand spanking new. And he said, I just decided to go ahead and get something else. He said, we've kind of trained ourselves to get new vehicles every so often. And he said, my wife talked me into getting a new one. But anyway, folks, I'm here to tell you, this car only has, I think it's like 27,300 miles on it. He said, Jack, that car wouldn't have 15,000 miles, but my wife and I are getting old, and he said some of our friends, bless their heart, I've had about 3 friends that have passed away here in the last few years. And he said we had to drive up north, I believe he said north New York, and go to those funerals. And he said if it wasn't for that, that car wouldn't have hardly any miles at all. He said we don't drive that much. We're elderly. We don't get out much. And he said, but I love those BMWs. But anyway, what I do, folks, is I go out and I look for these one-owner Florida cars. This also has a nice panoramic roof in it. And I look for something that looks like it hadn't been used. I want to find something that looks like the back seats have never been set in. I want to find you something that looks like if it was sitting on the showroom, you wouldn't know that it had any miles on it. And that's exactly the way this one looks. Folks, I'm telling you, this car is absolutely immaculate. The wheels are perfect. The tires are perfect. Can you see underneath here? I tried to put a little tire shine on that, but really didn't have to. I mean, every nut and bolt under it is just like brand spanking new, folks. Now listen, it don't get no better than this. It really doesn't. This is absolutely perfection. And here's a great thing. This gentleman said, Jack, I've got every receipt that was ever done on that car. He said they took care of it for me religiously there at BMW of Ocala. And he does. I've got you both of the keys, all of the floor mats. Looky here, let me show you something. These are the floor mats to this thing. These are the original floor mats. That's the original BMW driver's floor mat. I asked him, I said, it doesn't look like there's ever been anybody in the back seat. And of course he didn't say there wasn't. He just kind of laughed. He said, yes, I take excellent care of my car. You got the sunshade back here in the back. It's got wood grain on it that's perfect. But now I just want to tell you something. This car looks, if you could stick your head in here and smell it, it still smells like a brand new car. Listen, I worked for BMW for 4 years. Matter of fact, that's the last dealership that I worked at before I decided to get my own dealer's license. They taught me how to do eBay, matter of fact, at Furman BMW, right here in Palm Harbor, Florida. But folks, I'm just here to tell you now, this car looks like it is as new looking as you could ever possibly get one. The paint on it is perfection. It runs and drives like a brand new one. And he told me, he said, Jack, there's not a thing wrong with that car. He said, like I said, I don't know why I traded it in. I don't know why he did either, because for heaven's sakes, of course, I've been in the car business for 25 years, praise God, and it amazes me all the time how people will bring like new cars and trade them in just because they're 2 or 3 years old. And what's crazy, they'll get the same car. A lot of times, they'll get the same color car, the same kind of car. Look at the carpet on this thing. I don't think there's ever been a French fry eaten in this. I promise you, there's never I bet there's never been a curse word cursed in it. And folks, I'm telling you, everywhere you look, it's new. Again, it's got the navigation, it's got the panoramic roof, it's got the Bluetooth, it's got the SOS BMW, it's got the dual power seats, the leather, it's got the backup camera, it's got the cargo cover, it's got the nice 17 alloy inch wheels that are like brand spanking new. It's got the big, I'm pretty sure they're Bridgestone tires that came with it, brand spanking new. Look at that. It's just super, super nice. And the great thing about these BMWs now, this is a 6-cylinder. It's an all-wheel drive. This thing will just absolutely do amazing things for you. It's got the power top here in the back. Look at it. Don't look like they've ever put anything back here. Look at that. Still in the plastic. All your little tie downs. Look how new it is. Just immaculate. Everything is just spotless. He even bought a thing on here I saw in his paperwork where he took it back to the dealership and they detailed it for him and cleaned it. Not when you get it service detail. I'm talking about he bought a cleaning service thing on it. I just can't tell you folks how nice it is. The paint on it is perfection. It's just beautiful, beautiful color. Look over here. This is the passenger side. And I'm pretty sure he said my wife and I, so I know there's been somebody in this seat. Never been smoked in. These things right here, they're like cup holders, the smaller cup holders. They were still in a brand new wrap over here in the bag. Of course, you got your CD. You got all of the owner's manuals that came with it, brand new. And looky here. This gentleman, he kept, and I'm going to leave these in here, he kept every one of every service record. Now, you know BMW will do this for free. They give you free service. You get both your keys. And folks, you're going to get one of the nicest X3s ever. Trying to find that little paper. But it's got everything that you get when you buy a brand new BMW. Here it is. He bought this. It's time for your Auto Butler paint protection reapplication. He paid extra, completed on 1/29 of 2/15, and so he came in paid for this extra paint protection stuff on the paint. But I can see it's just new. Now I've got this hood popped up for you. I'm going to show you this engine compartment, how new. So anyway, you're going to get, look, every service record since day one. Both keys, all your owner's manuals. I mean, this is what you want when you go to buy a BMW, folks. You want one that's been absolutely pristinely taken care of. It's got 27,200 miles on it. Might have a few more miles before you call and give me your deposit and tell me you want it, because my wife, she'll drive it. She loves it. It's great on gas. This thing is an 8-speed transmission. Automatic 8-speed transmission. Again, all the wheels are perfection. No scuffs or nothing. Look at the bumper. Look at the headlights, for heaven's sakes. Look at the grille. Can you see that? It's just immaculate. Whoever's going to be blessed, I hope you've been praying for this. I hope you've been believing for it. But I'm telling you, folks, the thing is just, it's amazing how nice it is. Let me get this hood up there. Now look. Let me show you something now. This is the underneath of this. This is how new it is. It's just perfection. It's just perfection. It's absolutely gorgeous. You see this? Absolutely gorgeous. Now listen, here's the thing. I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to sell it before the auction's over. What I do is I give people a chance to buy them before the auction is up with the low reserve price that I put on. Look, it's got your backup sensors, your parking sensors, front and rear. Can you see this, folks, down here? Can you see this? Gosh, I wish you could see all this. This engine, all these parts down there still look new. It looks like this thing has never ever been touched. It's just been serviced. You don't have to do another service until next May, I think it says, 6,000 miles. Look at how nice it is. That's under the hood. I didn't clean that. It was like that. It's super, super nice. Super, super nice. I asked him, he said, now, I always get vehicles, clean Carfaxes, clean auto checks, and I did see on this Carfax it said there was a rear end accident. So I called him today and I asked him about it, because I always want to make sure, because I didn't see any paint work or anything where this thing had been hit. But he said, yes, Jack, and I tell you, we got to watch it now, folks, because it's everywhere. He said, I was at a light, there was about 6 or 8 of us stopped at a stoplight. Young lady came up behind me, and I'm pretty sure she was on her phone, but she ran right into the back, not fast, not hard. She said we didn't go to the hospital or anything like that, and she said they had to replace. He said they had to replace the rear bumper. So there you go. This is a plastic bumper. So, but that's all it was. He assured me. Matter of fact, he said it happened, Jack, 1 year to the day that I bought it brand new. So anyway, it's got a brand new bumper on it, but it's never been in any major accidents. Airbag's never been deployed. Everything on it is, like I said, is as nice as you could ever expect to get anything. This is the cleanest pre-owned car that I have ever had in my possession. Now again, here's a man that paid extra just to go back to the dealership and have them apply paint protection. But I talked to him, and boy, you could tell. It was, and you're going to get all your service records, you're going to get all your books, all your manuals, all the keys, and like I said, folks, all the wood grain. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Runs and drives and rides like it does brand spanking new. I showed you the underneath of it. I mean, the underneath of this vehicle, it is just new. I hope you can see that. It's just brand spanking new under there, everywhere. Again, you got very good tread on your tires. So there you go, folks. Again, you got the soft shades on the back. Panoramic sunroof. Got the power tailgate. That'll also work on your key. You got the carpeted mats that are like new. Man, it don't get much diviner than this, folks. Now here again, this is what you do. When you decide you want it, you give me a call. All you got to do is have this key in your purse or in your pocket. When you get in, you put your foot on the gas pedal or the brake pedal, and this thing will fire right up. And it is just absolutely perfection. And I'll leave that stuff in there, and you can call and talk to the man that had it brand new, and he'll tell you how nice it is. But of course, you have your the highest grade navigation, the most current thing. It's got one of the coolest backup systems on it that you'll ever see. It tells you all kinds of things. It shows you on the side and that what it's doing. Again, it is an 8-speed. You can put it in a manual drive, or you can put it in regular drive. It's got the SOS, of course, the sunroof, the panoramic roof, all that works perfect. You have the SOS, your home link. It's got the alarm. Mercy sakes, it's got about everything that you can put on one. It even has the XM radio. Of course, you'll have to apply for that. Great gas mileage. The steering wheel and everything, folks, I'm telling you, it looks like it hadn't been touched. So again, when you decide you want it, give me a holler, give me a call, or email me, and what we do is we give you a chance to buy it right now at the low reserve. And when you do your Carfax, you can see the Carfax on our thing. It tells you that this vehicle, a good price for it is like $23,999. My reserve is going to be lower than $23,999, probably lower than $22,999, and perhaps lower than $21,999. But folks, let me tell you something. You'll never go out and get anything as nice with the BMW emblem on it under $21,000 as you will this right here. It's a one Florida owner that is absolutely in pristine condition, okay? Thank you, God bless you, and thank you to all you all that have been buying cars from us for the last 7 years. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. And we look forward to doing some business with you. Bye-bye.